So I made this video quite some time ago, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, about how to avoid a DUI. And I'm going to remake it because it kind of fell down there, people thought it was, I think it's good advice, and, it was pretty popular at one time, but you got buried under 500 or 600 other videos. But some advice. Now, I've drank and drive probably enough times to get arrested 1,000 times. Well, that's probably an exaggeration. Probably at least 100 or so. Never got caught. Part of the reason is because I'm smart about it, right? I mean, I don't drive completely plastered, but I also kind of know, and none of these tricks, by the way, are foolproof, right? Because eventually you will. But if you take precautions not to get pulled over. Now, I'm not giving you advice and telling you that you should go drink and drive. Obviously the best way to avoid a DUI is not to drink, right, and drive. But should you find yourself in that position, you can take some precautions so that you won't get pulled over. First thing that I do, the number one thing that I think has kept me from getting pulled over when I've been drinking is on the top of this car, and the last few cars I've had, I have a pizza sign, right? It's not exactly pizza, but it's like a delivery food sign, right? A big plastic one that lights up. I never take that off. People make fun of me for it. My friends are like, dude, but you know what? All my friends have DUIs. Because when cops see that, they assume that you're working. Okay, they assume that you're working, and they assume that you have insurance. Otherwise, you wouldn't be working for this company. They assume that you're sober. That's the most important thing. Because if you're working, you're sober, and you have insurance. And that's pretty much what they care about. So keep that on your car. I've been waved through DUI checkpoints where they're stopping every single person, everybody, and you have to roll down your window, and they ask you, for your ID. They shine the flashlight in your face, ask you where if you've been drinking. Like, those are hardcore DUI checkpoints, right? You go in and they split you in two lanes. And if, like, you're a taxi, you're a food delivery guy, like Pizza Hut or Domino's or Papa John's or whatever, they push you to one side, and then they just wave you through. Like, they look at you and just wave you through. Don't even roll down my window or anything. They don't check for anything. So that's the number one way to avoid a DUI, is to somehow put something on your car to make it appear as though you're a commercial driver. Now, if you don't want a pizza topper, that's a little excessive, but, I drink excessively too. Uber stickers. Oh, you can see one right there. Now, I actually do drive for Uber. But that kind of serves as the same purpose, except that there's so many Uber stickers floating around that I think cops are wise to that, because you can get them online now for like $2. But that's not a bad thing, though. I mean, that's just an extra precaution. Third one, I guess, would be to to try to avoid like the main streets. I'm not talking like take just completely side roads, but if there's like some in between streets, like not the main street, but not the tiny neighborhood streets, but like there's little veins that cut through. That's another good way. And fourth, don't drive drunk. I mean, fuck. I mean, people do stupid shit. They speed. They don't come to complete stops. They're not paying attention. They're on their cell phone. Shit like that, the cops are looking for because they need an excuse to pull you over. Now, we all know cops, they're supposed to have an excuse to pull you over. Cops can make one up. All they got to do is say that you look like you're swerving or whatever, right? But don't give them a reason. Don't give them a reason to pull you over. Drive straight. If you can't, you might want to consider Uber or whatever. And the last one that most people forget is once a week. Now, if I've been drinking and I'm like, no, I shouldn't be driving, I do it at least twice a week, 3 times a week. But walk around your car, turn on all the lights, have a friend pump step on the brakes and use your turn signals and stuff, make sure they're working. Because so many people get pulled over for the taillight doesn't work. Their brake lights didn't come on, and people don't check that shit. The license plate light's a great one. Cops love to nail people on that because people don't think about it. They don't realize it's actually a light. So, yep. That's my advice. Of course, the best advice is not to drink and drive. But if you're going to do it, be smart about it. And that's how I never got caught.